President Donald Trump promised us that he was going to explain what the drones were as soon as he got into the White House. He even said within like day one, because they're flying over Bedminster and somebody's got to get to the bottom of it and we're being lied to and somebody knows the truth. And so the press secretary came out and said the FAA does know what the drones are, that they were approved, and yada, yada, yada. And we got fed like a whole story. And there is a plot twist to this now, because Brigadier General of the United States Air Force has come out and said that the White House is being fed misinformation.
I think that the information that she's been given is inaccurate. I agree with Dr. Greer. I absolutely do not refute that there are extraterrestrials and that more will be coming out. What we need to do is we need to dive into who's misinforming the president this early on in his administration. We need to route that out. We need to find out what's going on across this nation, because I'm going to tell you right now, Rob, it's just the tip of the iceberg and it's part of something much bigger, and it's going to keep on. And it definitely involves earthly powers, not extraterrestrial ones. But out of respect, I will tell you, Dr. Greer is absolutely correct. We will learn more about our friends from other worlds. It's just that this world is the one that's over our skies.
And I don't laugh. I'm in on this story. Dr. Greer.
Whether you like Stephen Greer or not, Blaine Holt supports him. And he actually goes on the news and says that the White House is being fed misinformation, that not only does he confirm that there is UFOs and that there is extraterrestrial life, and he gets this smirk on his face and he says there's going to be a lot more that comes out about our extraterrestrial friends, but he also then names two different design types for Chinese drones that are SUV-sized drone vehicles. And then he says that we know that these things exist, and he says we need to find out who in the White House is already lying to the president, and we need to root that out and get to the center of the problem. And then he goes on to say that this is just the tip of the iceberg. This kind of problem, people being embedded into influencing the White House and Congress and senators and things like that, are feeding them bad information and misinformation. And Brigadier General Blaine Holt says right on the news with Stephen Greer that we have to get to the bottom of that. And then once we do that, that all of this new information about our extraterrestrial friends is going to come out. It says, breaking, the drones that were flying over New Jersey were authorized to be flown by the FAA and the Biden administration. They lied about not knowing. Okay, so then Eric Weinstein said, when did we get so bad at national security that we routinely lie to our own top scientists as if they were incompetent morons, discredit the ones who do their jobs, and promote the ones who don't? Don't lie to me at this level ever again. I'm just done with these people. And then it gets even weirder. Do you remember Jacob Barber from the Egg UFO and the UFO whistle disclosure on Ross Coulthart's program on News Nation? He actually worked for over 30 years on the secret UFO crash recovery programs, basically as the Air Force's version of a Navy SEAL. And his response is, the activity there was not FAA approved. I know firsthand. I was assigned there specifically to look at the debacle from an FAA violation standpoint in order to give a basis to the FBI. Someone is not presenting the whole story to our new president. And then it says, will you talk about the different classifications of being in craft? He says, yes, we're going to tell all. So super fascinating. Whistleblowers from right inside the UFO crash recovery program that were in there as basically Green Berets and Delta Force operators firsthand recovering UFOs from crash recovery sites are coming out saying that the FAA and FBI is basically lying to you about the Dior bags.